24/7.
24/7.
Bold Moves Radio.
Bold Moves Radio.
Afrika nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika nakupenda sana.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to be back. And the show is the African Experience with myself, Mandla Aventina Mabunda. And today, my co-host is out there changing the world. And as you know, I'm always with Dr. NGWENYA. So today, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about dynamite coming in small packages, that is what we are promising you on this show. We are talking to a powerhouse, a young, beautiful woman who is doing wonders in the cosmetics world. So stay tuned, relax, get your water, get your popcorn, get whatever snacks you have around you, and enjoy the show with me. So, without wasting any further time, let's welcome on the show our guest, none other than Miss Nonceba, Nonceba Hlengani. My dear beautiful guest, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Firstly, thank you so much for having me. My name is Nonceba Hlengani, Nitombi Yamutsonga, and I am the MD of ZURU Baby, ZURU Skincare.
Wow, I hope, ladies and gentlemen, you got that. We are talking to Miss Nonceba Hlengani. She is the MD, meaning Managing Director. And I want you to sit and relax. Call all the youngsters around you, because honestly, we need to sit and get inspired. And what a way to close Women's Month than this powerhouse. Now, Nonceba, we are going to go through your journey. I love storytelling, so take us through your story. Who is Nonceba?
Nonceba is now 28-year-old. When I started, or when ZURU Baby was formed, I was only 24. It all started with a skin problem. So I had problems with my skin. I had pimples. I was still in high school at the time. And as you may know, when you are having problems with the skin, you're having pimples, you're having breakout, you're having a whole lot of things. It sort of demoralizes you. The confidence is gone. So it all started there. And I tried so many products that were out there in the market, in retail stores, and none of it was working for me. And I think it is a blessing that my father at the time had been working with someone who was in the pharmaceutical industry. And we then spoke with the friend to say, well, I have this challenge. I want to have better skin. I want to have skin that does not have any pimples, doesn't have any breakout, doesn't have any patches on it. He then gave us a few formulations that I used, and we would go back and give him feedback to say, well, this is working, this is not working, this causes more acne, and so on. And that is how the journey began, until we found something that really worked. The interesting thing is that while we were busy trying out these formulations, we also wanted to put in moringa, because my grandmother had a moringa tree back in Guyana. So, and I would see her mixing it and applying it on her face. So we then asked him, is it possible that we can use moringa and the likes? He then suggested we can add in shea butter, and we did, and it actually worked, and I had beautiful skin from there. And how it became a business is when I realized that if it can help me, how many people out there are having problematic skin and there are no solutions in retail stores, there are no solutions that they can get. How about we turn this into something that we can sell to also other people who are battling with skin problems? And that is how ZURU started. We then started a company along with my mother and my father called Shitabi Health, which is the company that we use to solve many cosmetic problems or solutions.
Oh, wow. Yours is a very inspiring story. And I like that it started with you looking for solutions. As part of this program, we always say we need to come up with African solutions for Africans by African. And today, ladies and gentlemen, you'll agree with me that Zuru is one such African solution that we are always talking about. I mean, what about the moringa tree from her grandmother's house? What of this problem that she had as a teenager? How many teenagers now look at their current challenges and think of solutions? That's one area we need to talk to. We all face challenges, but it takes a person who's got something special in them or some sort of inspiration to think of turning that challenge into a business solution. What happened for you to actually now move over from having this acne to now thinking of a business idea? What inspired you?
What inspired me was the fact that if I can have this challenge and here's a solution sitting here, and I've now gained my confidence back. I now have beautiful skin. And as you can imagine, in high school, peer pressure is high. We all want to look good. We all want to have skin that glows. And at the time, many people were using Pond's. And I then told my mom, then let's buy this Pond's because everyone is buying it. And she bought it for me, but it was not working. It was not working. And it really broke my spirit that everyone is talking about Pond's. Pond's does what it needs to do, but it's not working for me. And I put myself in that position to say, if I lacked confidence in that way, how many other young people are out there, or even older people are out there who have skin problems and need to hide it with makeup and need to are always looking for solutions. They go to dermatologists, they're looking for solutions for their skin. Whereas here's a product that we have tried. My mom was also using the product with me as we were sampling them, and she has oily skin and I have dry skin. So we both found a solution to our skincare problems, and we wanted other people to also have that confidence back. So that is really what inspired us to make it a business.
Wow, I'm loving this story. And I like how, in the literal sense of the word, charity began at home. I see how, as a unit, as a family, both Mama and Papa were part of this thing right from the beginning. What would you say the involvement of parents in trying to actually harness the gifts that their children presents with is how much of a role did it play with you at that young age to become a business person?
I would say it really played a huge role because having to go into the business with them at that time and them trusting some of the decisions that I would want to make, them actually supporting me really helped me have confidence even in business to say, okay, if my parents think what I'm saying makes sense, then clearly I've got this business thing on lock. And also having them walk through. My father has been in business for for many years. I think it might be 20 years now. So even having him there to help me with certain decisions, to help me with where to start, where to go. Okay, let us go and speak to this person. Let us contact this organization. It really helped my business, and it helped me as an individual to say, well, if I can work hand in hand with my dad, it means that maybe I might be good at this business thing, or I might have the right support and right structure to make this business actually be successful.
Wow, your story is one of inspiration, and I hope there's a youngster out there, there's a family out there that needs to sit down and really go and unpack some of the ideas that the youngsters might be having. We need more solutions by Africans, just like now we are having ZURU Cosmetics MD, Miss Nonceba Hlengani. I would like to also bring into this conversation our beautiful, loyal listeners. Sis Doris Noko, I see you and thank you for always supporting our show. And Sis Virginia Manganye, she's saying, Evening African Experience team, we see you and we acknowledge you and we thank you for always tuning into our show. And today is a beautiful show. I hope all the youth are tuned in and are learning. I mean, it started at 24 and now she's 28, meaning that this person has got 4 years of experience as a businesswoman. So tell me, what inspired the name ZURU? Where is that coming from?
Zulu is a Swahili name. It means beautiful. And when we came up with the name, it was because we were trying to achieve to have beautiful skin, to look beautiful. And we needed to put that out to say this product stands for beauty. That's what you gain from the product. So we fell in love with the name, the Swahili name called Izuru, and we called it Zuru to say have beautiful skin, be bold, be beautiful, and gain back your confidence.
Oh, wow, it's such a beautiful name and it's fitting. Tell me something. Did you study anything to do with cosmetics? Did you study beauty? What did you study or what are you studying?
So I studied marketing. Um, in terms of the cosmetic side, we have a pharmaceutical company that we were working with, which then gave us all the knowledge that we needed to have while we were manufacturing the product. So from the formulation phase all the way, we were there involved, and from even the testing side of product. So I do not have any qualifications in beauty. We do not make the products ourselves at home. We work with the pharmaceutical company that has also been in the industry for plus 20 years, and they have all the experience in terms of formulating the products to the packaging side of our products and many other products that they produce.
Okay, so I know one of the challenges that in South Africa we face, a lot of people will tell you it's so difficult to start a company, you don't get help from government and all those kind of things. I know you had your dad with his more than 20 years experience in the business space. Tell me, are you registered with any government entity as Zuru? Are you benefiting from any schemes? Are you getting anything? I know they sometimes test for your SABS testing. Are you part of that?
So I must agree with people who say government and funding because when we started our business, we tried to apply for funding, but government and funding, but we did it all on our own with the pharmaceutical company. What was a blessing, and I say it is still God willed, is that the pharmaceutical company that we worked with were willing to say the way that this product looks and works, we are willing to take the risk and partner with you guys and produce the products for you guys to go out there and sell them. So that is one of the things that actually helped kickstart the business. That we had a pharmaceutical company that was backing us to say we also have confidence in this product that it will sell and people will buy. That they actually joined us in that. Along the way, after we had then started selling the product, we worked with GGDA, which is Gauteng Growth Development Agency. We are now still with TIDA, which is also a development agency. We have also worked with GEP and a few others that we've briefly worked with. So we have had some sort of support from government along the way, but from the starting point, we've been winging it.
Okay, thank you. It's so nice to hear someone who has, at some point or other, had interaction with government, because there's a lot of resources that government have. But I must agree, you need to knock hard, and sometimes you need to knock long. But on that note, I hope our viewers out there, our listeners out there are getting as inspired as I am. And we need to pay the bills. So on that note, we'll take a short break. And when we come back, we will hear more about this dynamite. We need to hear more about this powerhouse. So let's go on an ad break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The show is the African Experience with myself, Mandla Aventina Wakamahonda. Today, I'm a lone ranger because my co-host is out there changing the world. Her name is Dr. NGWENYA, as you know her. But you know what? My guest is keeping me warm. My guest is getting me fine. Talking to a powerhouse. Really, when they say dynamite comes in small packages, it's literally so. We are talking Nonceba Hlengani, MD of ZURU Cosmetics. I mean, she only started this company at 24 years of age. Ladies and gentlemen, it can be done. We need to have more solutions that are Africans and that will offer African solutions. I mean, when we're talking products that have moringa that you have at your grandmother's house, those are real solutions by Africans. Continuing from our chat before we went on an ad break, I want you now to relax and tell us all about the product offerings that ZURU Cosmetics can offer to their customers.
Okay, so we have two ranges. We have the skincare range, which consists of a face wash, a toner, a day cream, a night cream, and we are currently rebranding. So I hope I'll be invited after we've rebranded to come and present it to everybody. And then we have our baby range, which is called ZURU Baby, which has a hair and body wash. It has a tissue oil. It has a balm spray and a balm paste. So this is our hair and body wash. This has glycerine in it, and it washes from head to toes. It's for babies. Let me start with that. It's for babies, newborn babies, until all the way to 7 years. So this is your starter pack that you would buy for your baby. It washes from the head to the toes. It's a no tears and it has glycerine in it. What I like about this is that it keeps your baby hydrated from bath time. Um, we also have what is a tissue oil. This has Kalahari melon, it has avocado, it has olive oil, and this is a family product. So mommy, baby, daddy, everyone in the household can use this to massage, to bath, um, and what I like about it is that it also removes stretch marks. So mummies have a product that is their friend from pregnancy. We also have what is a bum spray, which is new in the baby market. There's only two other brands that have this. So this is for convenience. When you're in the car, you use this on your baby when you're changing nappies, instead of having to use the traditional bum paste where you would still need to put your hand and have to wipe your hand. And this has avocado oil in it, it has castor oil, it has beeswax. All our products have natural ingredients in them. This is our bum paste. All our products have natural ingredients in them, so we don't have any chemicals that might damage our babies, because what we were trying to achieve is that we want babies who have sensitive skin to be able to use these products. We want babies who have dry skin to be able to use these products. So it shouldn't be for a specific baby, but all babies can use our products. And they have, as I've mentioned, Kalahari melon, olive oil, avocado oil, safflower oil, the works. We have made sure that we keep it to African products, African ingredients, I mean to say. So that's our baby range.
Oh, wow. Wow. What an impressive, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you can even see the passion. I mean, the smile when she's talking about her babies. You can just pick up this. This is a person who's very proud of what they're doing. I mean, from what you just said, there's the skincare range that looks after the whole family. I particularly love the tissue oil. And I mean, who does not want their stretch marks to go away, ladies? So here is an option when it comes to tissue oil. And then I love the baby range, especially the wash. I mean, one product that does everything from top to bottom. That is a beautiful product. And I mean, it's cost effective because otherwise, then you need to buy hair shampoo, you need to buy face shampoo, you need to body wash, you need to buy all this product. But here is one product, all in one, that is giving you the solution that you need as a parent. And convenience is what we are after. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we have a solution, homegrown, African born and bred. We are talking Zuru Cosmetics, and they will cater for all your cosmetic needs. No need to go outside now. We've got our own solutions. And as per the objective of this program, we want to embrace our own. Wow. Now tell me, if now I'm sold, I mean, I want my tissue oil to have watermelon seed and all these beautiful things, because now you're telling me it has all the vitamins and minerals that my skin needs. If I want to buy this product, where do I go? Where do I get it?
So our baby range, it's available at Click Stores. So Click Stores nationwide. People can walk into Clicks and purchase these products. We also have an online store under our website, www.zurubaby.africa, where they can go and shop and we'll deliver to the door. But
Wow,
we
this is
want that
beautiful.
people walk into Click Stores and support.
Wow, that is a huge achievement. Tell you what, access to market. becomes one of the most difficult thing for entrepreneurs to crack. Now, there's no way I can let you go without you taking us through that. How did you manage to get your ZURU range into Click stores?
I must say it was not the easiest thing to achieve. I think we sat in conversation with Clicks for almost 6 months, if not more. At the time, we had not yet rebranded. So before we went into Click Store, we had to rebrand our products. So we sat down with them, we had a brief meeting, we introduced ourselves and sold our products to them. They then started putting our product under scrutiny. And as a business person who knows that your product works, at some point you have to take those points that, okay, we don't like the packaging, we don't like this and this, go and change that, go and change this, go and get this, go and get that, you know. So we had a whole 6 months going back and forth with Clicks. I think almost 12 months, if not more, where we had to sit and await to hear if we would make it into their retail stores or not. And finally, after many nudges, we got into the market and we started selling our products. So we will be selling them for 2 years now. That will be under Clicks.
Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're getting inspired as much as I am, because here's a youngster, here's a young lady. I mean, with the unemployment rate at almost more than 50% in our country, she didn't sit on her laurels. She didn't sit on her marketing studies and say, well, what can I do? There are no jobs, mommy and daddy feed me. But she thought about turning her lemon into lemonade, with her acne into now a very, very, very big ZURU cosmetics. I mean, we have the skincare for the whole family, and we have baby specific, the ZURU baby range. So someone is saying, is it called ZURU Cosmetics? And I see she has her answers. Yes, it is called ZURU Cosmetics. You can actually Google that. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm getting inspired. Tell me, on your journey, did you get any challenges?
We had a lot of challenges. I think with business challenges, I guarantee. I think the first challenge that we had is that um, before we could go into partnership with our pharmaceutical company, we sat with a formulation, and it needed funding in order for them to then produce these products. Would be the output of Zoo Skincare, and we were looking for funding at that time so that we can really make this business plan into an actual business. Um, so that was one of our major challenges. And after we had sorted out the partnership with our pharmaceutical company, we then had another challenge where we needed to get marketing now out. I remember the first week before our products were to be delivered, we went out into the street. I mean, this is my mother and a few employees from my dad's office actually offered to come. We went out into the streets. We were handing out pamphlets to people. We were excited. At the same time, we wanted to get the marketing going, even though we did not have the funding as yet. We also having had the challenge of, okay, now we have this product and we have people who are in Cape Town, people who are in KZN, who have seen our social media and now want to buy the product, and they want to buy one product and the delivery cost is so much. So we then had to look for ways on how can we then get these products into our customers' hands without them really having to break a leg to get the product. And we then started the distribution model. So we had a lot of challenges, and we had to sit down and look for ways on how do we solve the challenges. And I cannot think of a business that can operate and not have as many challenges, but the joys that come with the solutions that come after, and the results that come after the problems have been solved is worth it.
No, I can agree 100%. You know what? Your story is so beautiful, and I want us to continue unpacking it. Now it's first year of listing Netflix. How is the reception? What is the feedback? How are you marketing this? And are you getting the traction? How are you competing with the other people on the shelf store? I mean, we are talking clicks. So how did you manage that, and how are you managing that?
So when I'll start by saying that, when now we were sending the products to clicks and they were on the truck, and the the blessing in this is that with clicks they didn't want to start with just having stores in Gauteng. We were sending stock to Cape Town, we were sending stock to Limpopo, to KZN, and when we saw the stock leave, we now had to say, then how do we reach people who are in Cape Town, whereas we are just in Gauteng and we are just the minority as compared to companies that have been, or brands that have been operating for so many years. This is where I then went back, and we sat down as a family, and we started saying we need to start doing interviews. The blessing again is that my father's business is a media relations company. So they came in and we started doing interviews with local radio stations, we've done radio stations, we've done interviews for Metro FM, Kaya FM, and a few others, local radio stations. We needed to then start doing markets where we would go and set up a store and start selling our products. We needed to then pump up and elevate our social media and marketing. So we really went out. And the funny thing is, we did not do much in Cape Town, but when we looked at the sales that we were getting from Cape Town, the product was selling itself while just sitting there on the shelf. So in most cases, we did not do much advertising in certain places, and we saw people buying the product because of the way that it looks. It actually sells itself. I mean, if you were to see this on the shelf, most probably you'd be interested to say, then what is this? I want to read more. And that is how we got most of our sales. And besides that, we did a lot of interviews and advertising using social media, newspaper, and also online.
Oh, wow, that's so beautiful. I think you have it all figured out. It seems to me that your value chain, I mean, from production until the shelf, it's actually on point, and that is so impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is still African Experience, and thank you for joining and watching the show and having a chat with this African child that is making all of us so proud. And we are going to go for a short ad break. Do not go anywhere. Come back, and then we'll continue with this exciting story.
Are you ready for the ultimate dietary powerhouse? Look no further than Masana Dietitian's Nutro Boost. Our scientifically formulated low GI food is designed to give you the boost you need to fuel your body and reach your health goals. With Nutro Boost, you have the flexibility to enjoy it as a high fiber cereal or a satisfying shake. Simply mix it with water and indulge in the mouth-watering flavors that we have to offer. But that's not all. NutriBoost is packed with essential nutrients that are beneficial for your overall well-being. Enriched with 20 immune-boosting vitamins and minerals, it's a convenient and effective way to support your immune system. And here's the best part. NutriBoost is gluten-free, egg-free, and high in omega-3, making it suitable for those with dietary restrictions or allergies. Need an energy boost? NutriBoost has you covered. It's high in energy and protein, providing you with the fuel you need to power through your day. Whether it's a busy morning or an intense workout session, say goodbye to midday slumps and hello to sustained energy with NutriBoost. Try it today and experience the difference. For orders or to become a distributor, contact us on the following details.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to have you here. And before we continue, I'd like to say a shout out to our loyal listener and viewer at home. I'm talking about Miss Glad Shirinda. She always makes sure that when we have exciting topics that touches a lot of people, she always tags them and say, hey, come and listen here. This is something that will benefit you. And we see you and we appreciate that. And I also need to shout out to Dr. MABUNDA. Now I see she has appointed herself like a rep for ZURU Cosmetics. She's taking their website, she's taking their email address. This is testament to how people believe and how people are inspired about the work that you're doing. So now, the second half of the show, we now take it more personal level and say, how do you balance all this? Are you still a student? Are you at home? How do you balance this and being a businesswoman at the same time?
Um, I don't know. I'd say it's the grace of God because at times it can be overwhelming. I am working on Zulu Baby, Zulu Skincare full time, and I am also involved in other businesses along with my father. I think he wants to make me his heir, so he's always involving me in some of his business. So I am on Zuru Baby and also doing business. And at times it can be overwhelming as you also need to have a personal life on the side. But at the end, it all seems to work itself out.
Wow, that's very nice. And tell me, if there's a young star out there, because that's part of this programs, um, if there's a young star out there who's watching and listening, hey, I mean, her parents are from Guyana, she's from Guyana. If she could do it, I'm also interested. What could you tell that youngster looking up to you at this point?
The first thing that I would say is that they should go for what they want to do. Whatever passion it might be, whatever, if it's in cosmetics, it's in beauty, if it's in construction, it's in whichever industry. As long as their product or their service is solving a problem, then they will succeed. And as long as they have the patience to really see it through and have mbiluli yayo ti byela ku ni lava ku swi vona swi humelela, because in business there are situations leti ti nga ku endlaka ku i twa i lava ku jika kumbe u tshika. I've had a few of those myself where I thought maybe this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. But what really Lexition Wisaku is when we get customer feedback, is when we get people to remind you that actually what you're doing, it's working for me, you know. So people should, I would say, go ahead and do it and put your all into it, and don't doubt it. Don't doubt the service. Don't doubt the product. Do as much research as you can do and allow people to help you, allow people to assist you, because hinkwenu tiva swin'wanyani that others don't know. And allow people to give you advice, allow to share it with people that you trust and see if they like the idea, if they can assist. I've come to learn that when you speak of certain problems that you have in business, with people who are also in business, they tend to want to help you. They tend to always have a connection that can actually help you step into the next level of, or the next phase of your business. So speaking helps.
Wow. I know speaking helps. That's why we are speaking, isn't it? We are
Yeah.
getting to hear and learn about your story. And on this program, the African Experience Show, we really are promoters or advocates for each one teach one. And on that note, is there any allowance, any room for you to actually set up platforms where you talk to people your age? Because, like I mentioned before, unemployment is sitting at an all time high in our country. Our youth are despondent, have lost even motivation to do anything. Are you open, as Zuru Cosmetics, especially as you, Nonceba, are you open to having sessions where you inspire and you actually instill hope in people your age so that they can, what I always love the concept of vuvuzenzele, so that they can wake up and do it for themselves.
The room is definitely there. I think the people who are closest to me have been making use of that. People who want to start businesses but don't know where to start in terms of funding. I'll just share quickly. I remember I was doing some shopping and some lady who works at a store was talking about that. I don't even know how we got to that conversation, but I found myself sort of giving her the talk of go and do this, start here, go and look at this. So the room is always there. Another thing is we have a company called Shitabi Health, which is where Zuru falls under. We help people who also want to go onto the journey of having their own products. So we say contact us and give us your specifications to say this is the kind of product I want to do, and we will help walk that journey with you and help produce the products for you. So that is another avenue that we have under Shitabi Health. So we are more than willing to assist.
Wow, that is beautiful. And that is good news to our ears here at African Experience, because we believe in inspiring each other so that we can change the whole narrative around Africans and how we tell our stories. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard, if you feel there's a grouping that you can organize of youth around where you are, you can really get in touch with our MD at zuru.africa or at inquiries@zuru.africa and really request for more information. And under Shitabi Health, you can get more feedback, because sometimes it looks that it's too complicated and it's too difficult when you're looking at it from the outside. Kasi, you just need to knock and information is there. Now let's talk about the future. Let's now, 10 years is a long time, man. Let's talk the next 5 years. Let's talk the next 3 years. What can we expect from this dynamite called Zuru?
So our plans for the next 3 years is for Zulu to really move into a continent. We don't want to keep it in South Africa. What I love about us being in cliques is that we are also in the cliques in Namibia. And we see that people are also buying. By the way, we have not done any advertising or marketing to the market in Namibia, and we saw it selling. And hence the name Zulu being Swahili. It's an African product that needs to be embraced by all Africans, regardless of where they are in South Africa and Nigeria. So that is really our plans to move it throughout the continent and have the product be sold to people who are really affected by this African sun. Yeah, those are our future plans, and to also move into other retail stores. Currently, we're only at clicks and selling online, but we do want other retail stores to start having our products, to start selling our products. And also, we have a distribution model where people can start your business, start your own business, be your own boss, and sell Zuru Baby. You don't have to only be selling Zuru Baby, but we allow people to start their own business through our products and be our distributors. They set their own hours, their own times. So we started that program, and we want to continue having it throughout the whole of South Africa.
Wow, what a beautiful! I always love this multi-level distributorship model because that's how you get to empower a lot more people who do not have the opportunities that you otherwise might have, but love your business model. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm inspired, I'm learning, I'm hoping you are enjoying this show as much as I am. And we are going to take our last ad break. And then when we finish, we'll finish off with her telling us what makes her a proud African, South African, Mutsonga wa Shiviri. That would be the words of my co host. So let's go on an ad break. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The show is called African Experience with myself, Mandla Wakamabunda, Ntukulu Wakatembe, Mwana Washizambikwan. It's so nice to have you join us today. And we are talking to a powerhouse. We are talking to a dynamite. We are talking to a youngster who's making changes out there in the business world. I can't wait to read about her getting all these awards, and I cannot wait to see her everywhere in the African continent and beyond. She is one of our own, and she makes all of us proud. I hope you have your youngsters around this program, and you're showing to them that you know what, there is no magic other than to come up with a solution to a challenge, and it's doable. One of our own is showing us that it's doable. So we thank you for that. So before we went on an ad break, we said we are going to talk about what makes you a proud African. This is an African experience show. It's not only limited to South Africa, but we are talking Africa and beyond. So what makes you a proud African?
Sure, what would make me a proud African would be the deep connection with everything that has to do with Africa. Nobla ku itwa ngatini, you know, the diversity in everything that we have. I mean, the patterns, the music, the history that we share is really what would make me a proud African. I mean, the fact that we live and there's so much diversity. Yeah, Zulu, and we all live together. in that diversity, in that love, in that ubuntu, if I can put it as that, really is what makes me proud. More so kuba mtsonga, the love for culture. In Amatsongo, we are so proud of who we are. Haiti Tumbeti, Haiti, we are just out there. Fana nathi khala ta hina is just out there. You just know kuri this person is Tonga. So I really have a deep love for that. And myself, I have a deep love for my own culture as Mutsonga. That's why I don't want to say ingaba ilo dyondzisiwa, you just fall in love with being an African, and there is nowhere else to be but in Africa, amongst other Africans, and all of us embracing each other as Africans. Yeah.
Wow, that is so beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking to Miss Nonceba Hlengani, the MD of ZURU Cosmetics. Tell me, how does your parents feel about this achievement?
Sure, my parents are very proud. My mom has been posting the post. I had this interview since I sent it to her. She has been sharing. I see my parents are very proud. Everyone is so proud, and even myself, at times, I am shocked to say, Is this how far we have come?" By the way, last week, Friday, on the 24th, we were celebrating 5 years that we have launched and are still operating. It is such a privilege for small businesses like ourselves to still be operating for that long. So we are so proud, and every day we are in awe that this is how far we have come with something that was never meant to even make the market. But here we are.
Wow, this is so 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 so. It's a very 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 happy moment for me to see a child, an African child, someone within reach. That when you say you have a child with eczema, for example, you know that if I go to Zuru, I will have a solution for my child. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no need for us now to go and buy other brands. There's a lot of brands out there, but you know what is lovely about buying local, and even more special about buying from home? When I say from home, someone within reach, you can actually ask about the individual ingredients on the product that you see on the shelf. How many times do you go on a shelf and grab a product from the shelf and you read all these crazy writings? You can't even tell which is which, and there's no one to ask, "Oh, what is this about? What is MSG? What is this thing?" Now, here is a product range that is homegrown, that is from one of our own, something that you can engage with up to the level of understanding the ingredients that are there and why they are part of that product. So, by these words, ladies and gentlemen, I'm urging each and every one of us, when we go grocery shopping, let's walk into any click store. Let's look out for Zuru products, and then let's go start using those. That's how we are going to embrace our African stories. That's how we are going to bring about change, and that's how we are going to grow as a people. Well, I'm getting inspiration galore, and I'm seeing my phone is blaring with WhatsApp messages. They say, "Wow, we are so happy. Wow, we want to meet her." So please, 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 please do that via Shitavi Health. Find a forum of how you can engage with the youth and start really motivating them. So towards the end of our show, but before we get there, I want you to repeat the ranges that you have, and I want you to tell our listeners, where do we also get you besides clicks, online presence, Instagram? Give us all those handles so that our people can start to go out and look for those.
Okay, so we have two ranges. We have the skincare, which is currently in rebranding. Under our socials for the skincare, it's Zuru Skincare. And then we have the baby range. You can get under our social media, it's Zulu Baby, and we have the 5 products, and these can be bought at Click Stores, and also on our website at www.zurubaby.africa. I am available on social media under Nonceba Hlengani. So this is on Facebook, this is on Instagram, it's also Nonceba Hlengani. And where else am I available? Yeah, I think it's Instagram and Facebook where people can go out. So please do follow us on Zulu Baby to get more information about the products, and you guys can DM me at on Facebook or at Instagram. I also have an email address. It has been attached, nonceba@zuru.africa or info.zulubaby.africa.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mandla Aventina Wakamabunda, and the show is the African Experience. Today, my co-host, Dr. Hlame, is out and about changing the world, but my guest is keeping me warm, is keeping me inspired. I'm talking about Miss Nonceba Hlengani, MD of ZURU Cosmetics. What's so inspiring about it is that she only started while she was a teenager. So it's not too early to start your own business. I hope you got as much inspiration as I did. Remember, you can always get in touch with them. Zuru, even if you can just Google Zuru Cosmetics, they will pop up. So before the end of each and every show, we always give our guests the chance to tell our audience and listeners out there whatever it is that they want to share with them that we might have missed during the show. So we call that our parting shots. Please tell our listeners, tell our viewers whatever it is that you want to share with them.
I think I'll mention that our products have been approved. So we are under Proudly South Africa. So local is lekker. All our products are Proudly South African. They have been approved, and that our products cater for women, men, and our baby range is for babies with eczema skin, sensitive skin, dry skin. Please go through our social media. We have testimonials there where people are speaking about our products. And don't forget to walk into your nearest Click store and purchase. Take a picture. If you have bought the product, give us your feedback. We love getting feedback. And we'll be sure to post it on our social media.
Wow. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. What a way of rounding up Women's Month. Thank you so much to our guest, Miss Nonceba Hlengani. We wish you all the best. We will still see you more than 3, 5, 10 years from now, and we wish you nothing of the best. We wish you nothing but the best going forward. To our executive producer, DJ Messi, as always, you came to the show. It was seamless, it was beautiful, and we didn't have any glitches. So thank you to your expertise, and to Pastor Strike back in studio. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to have the African experience so that we can change the African narrative. Do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, we do have other programs within the Bold Moves Radio. Stay tuned. We do have Prudent Women on Sunday with Sis Roland Baloi, where you talk about all these other issues that affect us as a family and as prudent women. So tune in and let's learn more about our Africa, and let's change the narrative about Africa. So the world, we are coming for everything. We are coming with the skincare products. We are coming with food. We are coming. Next time we'll be coming with cars. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, blessed, and thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Streaming 24/7.
24/7.
Bold Moves Radio.
Bold Moves Radio.
Afrika, nakupenda sana. Oh, Afrika, nakupenda sana.